Well, we have come to the end of an era here on the homestead, and one that I knew was coming. But I'm having to sell my battery bank, the batteries I had in my solar power setup, and it's because they've just all aged out. They've gotten quite old. They're well over 10 years old. I would say more like 15 plus. They've got about a 10-year, as I understand it. These batteries have about a 10-year lifespan, and we definitely exceeded that. I'll tell you what I got paid for them when I scrapped them out. That's how you have to sell them, is just take them to a scrapyard and let them buy them, and it's on a per pound basis. I'll tell you what I paid for them, and I'll tell you what I got paid for them at the scrapyard in just a minute. So these batteries weigh 120 pounds apiece. Now, they don't look like they do, but they do, trust me. And I had 10 of them, so that's 1,200 pounds worth of batteries. Thank goodness for a front-end loader that would pick them up and put them in the back of the truck, and I didn't have to do that on a one-by-one basis. I did have to put them in the loader, but I didn't have to pick them up, put them in the truck. Now, let me recap my solar power setup for you. Again, as you'll see in this old, grainy, shaky video that I did in, I think, 2011, I wired them in parallel, which means I kept the voltage at 12 volts, but I got 10 times the amp hours. Again, these were 170 amp hours each, and therefore, with 10 of them, I had 1,700 amp hours in my battery bank, which is quite a bit, as battery banks go. I know some of you are going to say, well, why didn't you just rejuvenate these? Well, some of the battery cases have started to buckle and warp and deteriorate, and these are AGM batteries, absorbed glass mat batteries. Again, wired them in parallel. I'm not an electrician, nor do I play one on YouTube. I watched a lot of videos and felt pretty comfortable. No, I didn't, actually. I was scared to death. When I hooked it up, that last one I hooked up and then hooked the fuse in and all that, I was scared. DC voltage, you say, well, DC won't hurt you. Yes, it will. You get that kind of amperage together and it can get real exciting real quick. So I had fuses, inline fuses, and other things as safeguards, just doing the studying I could do on the internet, figuring out what I needed to do, and I just did it. Anyway, so here they are on the back of the truck again, and I am at the scrapyard. Well, when I bought them, and I did not buy them new, I bought them, they were used for $80 a piece. So I spent $800 on these batteries, and I am taking them in and getting 20 cents a pound for them. So you can do the math, and about 20 cents a pound, I got around $240 for them. I paid $800, had them, used them for well over 10 years, and got $240 back. So, you say, well, I wasted my money. Well, you know what? If that's wasting money because I didn't use them, then I waste my money every month when I pay my homeowner's insurance because my house didn't burn down. Every month it doesn't burn down. I just wasted all my money, right? Anything you can do to prepare yourself for hard times or difficult times that may be coming, I think you're well ahead, and you can call it stupid. Some people will. I don't. I call it smart. So the batteries are, I don't know what they are. I guess they've been made into fishing lures by now, or fishing weights. I don't know. Finally sold them. It's the end of an era. The battery bank is gone. Now, do not ask me for advice about how to hook up your solar power, because I am not going to give that kind of advice. Do not feel comfortable with it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know what I did, and it worked out for me. And just do your own studies, your own research, and please don't ask me for advice, because I'm not going to give it. Now, I've got to buy some more batteries. So what am I going to do? Well, look, obviously, I'm going to show it to you one of these days, but I'm toying between getting some more AGM batteries like this with getting some just marine batteries like you would use for a trolling motor. The deep cycle marine batteries. I've had real good success with the Everstarts. A lot of people don't, but I've had some real good success with the Everstart batteries from Walmart. I've had some that lasted 5 and 6 years. So that's an option for me right now. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but that's quite possible that that I may do something like that. Anyway, it's the end of an era. It's kind of sad for me to watch them go, but at the same time, I've already cashed that $240 check. All right. So if you've got, if you're a solar person, if you're you know, if you're off grid, or if you're prepared in this manner, and you've got some recommendations for me, I'm really looking at some batteries, and need some direction as to what to do. If it's something that you're familiar with and you know something about, I would appreciate your direction on this. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you have and how well they've worked out for you. And you know, there's a lot of options out there. You got Tesla, but I mean, some of those things are so cost prohibitive. I'm just not going to spend that kind of money on this. So, help me if you know what you're talking about. Give me a good comment below, and just say adios to these batteries. They did a good job for a long time, and we're gone.